Hi, it's Dina here again, and now I have Moira to share her experience of the Manifest Your Bliss from Abundance course. Hi, Moira. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Dina. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, Moira joined the course, and it's actually fascinating how she has also changed. So let us just first, Moira, what was your life like before you did the course? What was it like?
So before the course, I really was struggling as a coach, and I was trying to manifest a whole lot of clients. It just wasn't happening. And as much as I really tried to force it, it really didn't happen at all. And so I was getting frustrated. I really wanted to manifest, and I just didn't have a way of being able to do it. So there was a lot of blockages along the way.
And then you joined the course?
And then I joined the course, yes. A lot's changed, yes.
So tell me more about that. What actually changed for you, and how did that manifest then in your life?
So I think it was a progressive thing. Dina's really great at giving you a whole lot of processes along the way. And with each process, I came to a lot of self-awareness. One of them is aware of one's greatness, and connecting to that, and really knowing that that's part of who you are. And so that was one of the processes, but also to come to a place of presence and really know and mindfulness of every day, being present, because when you're present, you're able to be calmer, and that's where you can manifest a whole lot more. So it was a journey that came along the way, and I really, each week I felt like I progressed, and each week as I did the processes, it really worked fantastically. And yeah, so much so that I'm manifesting new clients, which obviously brings me financial abundance. And it really is, and I feel so much more content and confident within myself. And yes, I'm not infallible. So every now and again, what happens is you slip backwards, and I just remember that process and like, wow, remember who you are. Remember the greatness of who you are. And when your life spins out of control, come back to being present and centered. And that really has made a huge difference to my life.
Oh, that's awesome, Moira. That's awesome.
Yes.
And of course, we all start somewhere. Hey, it's that first step, that self-awareness, that taking ownership. That's so important. How was that for you to do that first step, to really become aware that thoughts that are your thoughts, it's your emotions, and to take ownership of that in order to be able to shift them?
Well, I think it was something that I'd heard, something that I'd done, but really to start to really take ownership of it and really be cognizant all the time of what is happening and where you are and what you're doing and what your thoughts are, and how you're interacting with other people is just so important. Yeah, it was a big enlightenment for me. Yeah.
And of course, we have a free template for people to take that first step.
Yes. And that makes a huge difference, because when you start to doing that and you start to go with the process, you'll start to notice those small changes. And when the more small changes you make, the greater your life becomes. And so you impact not only yourself, but you start to impact the other people in your community, those people you interact, work with, people in your homes. So it has a ripple effect. But you have to take that step, and each step is important in the process. if you don't take action, nothing changes in your life, as Einstein says.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. And Moira, I believe you also love the community.
Oh wow, that was just so awesome. We've gathered together on a weekly basis, and Dina's given us a lecture first and given us our processes. We've gone through those practical processes, and really going through those practical processes with Dina was amazing. And then to watch each participant do those processes and actually physically see them in the class or the Zoom that we had, changing and shifting. I'm a coach myself, so I actually physically could see their energy changing in each class. And that to me was just phenomenal, not only to feel my own process, but also to witness how they were changing, and also just to connect to people globally was really very, very special. And we seem to have kind of bonded into this wonderful, like warm, fuzzy group. And it's been, yeah, and we're still meeting and we'll continue to meet. And that's what's so very, very special, that we can meet people from all corners of the earth. Yeah.
And we are all actually, as humanity, we are all on the same quest, eh? To find our way home, to find our true self, and to manifest from there, because we are creators.
That's correct. And yeah, and I think that's what's so magnificent about starting the process of manifesting, because when we realize that we're so all interconnected and connecting to each other, that it just has that ripple effect into the world, which is so incredible. And it all starts with Dina and her course. So I highly recommend that you do it. And I highly recommend that you take action, not tomorrow, but today. Connect to that template and you won't regret it, I promise.
And that's wonderful to hear, Moira, because, you know, I was going to ask you, what would you say to people who are seeking to manifest their bliss, you know? And for me, bliss is not just to get things, to get more money and get more clients, you know, and a car and a house and whatever, but it's actually, the bliss is actually from within, is to get to that place where you feel that bliss of presence and of the universe and of God or source or who it is, and your true self, to feel that, to have that consciousness inside you, to become aware of that.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so special, is when you start to become so aware of it and manifest on a daily basis. And as you say, it's not about the things, the physical things. It's very much about that feeling of inner contentment, that feeling of being able to surrender and have faith that if you put it out there, that it will come to you. And that's the most important to me, really. It's not the physical things. Right. You can see that physically in the world, but it's really about that inner contentment and being able to just breathe and surrender. Takes a whole lot of anxiety out of your life. I can tell you that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. Moira, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you sharing with us, and I'll see you next week in the community.
Thank you. And thank you, Dina, for absolutely everything that you have done. You have been just so amazing to inspire us, to connect us, to hold the group. It has just been so very, very special, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Moira.